She is also a very deeply traditional Talagi woman, Talagi Vietnamese.
The 500th anniversary of Columbus landing. Sisters and brothers, Columbus, I saw a t-shirt the other day that I really liked. I liked it well enough that I bought it. It said, Columbus didn't discover America, he invaded it. And that's really true. He didn't come here. I think most of you probably learned the same garbage in school that I was taught. I knew it wasn't true then, but what could you do? That Columbus sailed to America because he wanted to prove that the world was round. Now, that's ridiculous, because even Europeans, as backwards as they were scientifically in 1492, knew that the world was round. That wasn't it. What he hoped to find was another trade route to the West Indies, so that he could fill his pockets with riches, and so that he could make his financial backers wealthier. What he brought to the shore was his greed and the greed of Europe for more raw materials, so that they could expand economically. Today is a fine day. I think it must have been a fine day like this, perhaps a lot warmer, on October 1492, when Columbus landed in the Bahamas. And there he was met by the Arawak people. And Columbus wrote about the Arawak people. He would find them in the Bahamas and on the island of Hispaniola, which is what we now call Haiti and Santo Domingo. And he wrote of how generous they were, and of how good-natured they were, how friendly they were, how if you asked them for anything, they would give it to you, how they had no greed among themselves. And that led Columbus to conclude that they would make fine servants, and that with 50 or 100 men, they could subdue the whole lot of them. The first thing Columbus did when he arrived in the Bahamas was to seize some Arawak people and to throw them in chains aboard his ship. Sisters and brothers, Columbus was not the first man to come to the Americas. He wasn't the first non-native explorer to come here. We know that on the West Coast, African and Asian explorers had been coming for centuries, yet they had never brought this type of greed before. What Columbus brought was something that our peoples had never seen. And it would never occur to us to be that greedy and to be that evil. When Columbus went down to Hispaniola, he enslaved the people there. At the time that he first arrived in 1492, there were between 500,000 and 3 million Arawak people on the island of Hispaniola. Within 10 years, half of that population would be reduced. Within a century, there would be virtually no Arawaks today. And as I speak, there is not a single Arawak alive living in this world. I want to talk a little bit more about them, because sisters and brothers, what happened to them is what would happen to all of our nations. There's no Arawak here today to stand here and tell you about their people, about their history. I don't know what they felt when they first saw Columbus' ship arriving.